Hello, my name is Hasya Dafhin Naufal Ahmad, but you can call me Dafin. I am from Universitas Pembangunan Negeri Veteran Jakarta, and today I stand as a part of English Festival 2025. The great Abraham Lincoln once said this famous line: "Shall under God have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from earth." But what does he mean by that statement? Who exactly was he referring to? He said it way back in 1863, which was one of the hardest time in American history. But let's just be honest, guys. We're not here to talk about American history, are we? No, we're not. Because this one, Indonesia, no England, no USA. We are here to simply talk about those seven little words. The idea is simple, guys. The government should come from the people, be run by the people, and work for the people. But if you look around at our beloved country, we might ask ourselves, wait, which people exactly are we talking about here? Because sometimes it feels like our leaders, our governments, heard a slight different version of it. It might sound in their heads the government of the rich, by the rich, for the rich. We see it every day. News members of parliament receiving huge salaries, no allowance, no facilities, while many citizens are still struggling just to afford their basic needs. Just imagine working so little, making so much money, and still getting extra bonuses, right? That is not democracy, guys. That is everyone's dream job. And unfortunately, it's not ours, it's theirs. And while some of them are still complaining about their travel allowance, there are people who actually voted for them that are busy worrying whether they might survive or not the next day. Now, I'm not saying all politicians are bad, not all of them, but sometimes the system makes it so hard for good people to stay good. It's like putting a piece of chocolate in a room full of ants and expecting it to stay untouched. It's almost impossible. But here's my point, guys. When those in powers forget who they represent, people stop believing. And that is why we as a student, and especially we, the people, start to feel unheard, unseen, and unrepresented. Look, this is getting way too heavy, guys. And I promise to keep things light, right? Okay, so I have a simple analogy for you guys. Let's say if a democracy were like a group of project, and the citizens are the ones who actually do the work, and the government are the ones who always get the credit despite their lack of participation. Does it sound familiar, guys? Yeah, we've all been there, right? But unlike a group project, we can't just leave the group because this is our country. We can't just say, fine, you guys do whatever you want. I'm out of here. No, we can't. This is our country. This is the land that we were born in, and the place where we might actually will live for the rest of our lives in. If we don't speak up on what's right, on what's matter, then we're basically letting the lazy teammate run the show. And we don't want that. Being young means we still have that energy, that fire, that sense of courage. And that's exactly what democracy needs right now. People who care enough to ask questions, people who demands answer, and to remind those in power, you work for us and not the other way around. Embracing the principle of the people, by the people, for the people does not mean we all have to become a politician. It means all of us have to become participants in conversation, in movements that shape the world around us. It means using our education not just to get a job, but to understand how society works and how we, as students, can make it better. It means calling out injustice even when it's convenient. Democracy is not something we inherit and forget about. It is something that we protect and fight for. So today, I ask all of us to remember that we are not just students sitting in classroom and complaining without doing anything. We are a part of the people that Lincoln talked about, are we? Are we? We are the heart of that principle. Our generation must prove that democracy still lives here, and not in the halls of power, but in the spirit of ordinary people who refuse to be silenced. Thank you.